Welcome back. So past few mornings we have been talking about how to place our grasp on what God thinks of us higher than the situation's voice or impact on our lives, so that this would influence what we live and not vice versa. Not what we live would influence who we see ourselves as believers. So Isaiah 26 verse 3 is one of my favorite verses. You will keep him in perfect peace whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. I just love that verse. I think it's such a great life verse to have. And so this is the important point here. So there's a situation that happens to you and it speaks to you. It is loud. It has much to say. There is very strong emotions connected with it. There is like full weight of reality behind it because, it's a real situation. You lost your job. The diagnosis is bad. A relationship is lost. An election doesn't go the way you would like it to go. Somebody really rips into you. And in that moment, when it really speaks to you very loudly, it's a great pressure on you. It's very raw and it hurts, of course. And then the situation makes that offer. Let me tell you who you are. Let me tell you what you are. Let me tell you what choices you have. And no, you don't have that choice, that choice, that choice. You have only this choice, and that's what the situation says. And this is where, we have been talking about this past few days. It leads up to this moment. Okay, so Isaiah 26:3. The word "stayed on you" is samak in the Hebrew. It means to lean on someone, to put the full weight on someone. It is not like having a nice thought about God in that situation or a desire for God in that situation. No, it is talking about taking that pressure, taking that weight, and leaning it on God, like putting your full weight on God along with that situation, with all the pressure that it places on you. You put your full weight on God, and this is really so important because if you try to pretend, because I'm say something like so I'm a believer, so this pressure is not even real for me. That doesn't work. It's real. It's there in your life. Don't try to pretend. No, you have someone who can bear you along with that weight. And that weight is too much for us to bear, but we can lean on God with that weight in our lives. So this is so important because, okay, the situation speaks, but at that moment, will I have prepared my heart for it? And of course, I couldn't prepare for it because what do I know? How would I know what situation will come in my life? Evidently, I can't do that. But here comes everything that we have spoken about. So daily reading of the Word of God, it expands my horizon so that this situation doesn't fill my whole vista. I have, it's part of the picture. It's not everything. There is more. God is above it. I have people around me. I have options, other options. So if I practiced preaching the truth to myself, then there is like a groundwork of truth in my heart before the situation starts blabbering at me. Repeatedly I returned to the positional truth. And that means now it is in my bloodstream, not just in my notes, okay? And that's so important now, because now I have a choice. The situation talks to me, and do I receive the situation's version of who I am, or will I say, no, I have somewhere else to lay. I now have a choice because my heart has been prepared. So if I do not exercise myself in the Word of God, if I do not choose to prepare my heart with the truth of God before, this choice will be very hard to make because I will not see the other alternative clearly. It's going to be like this is going to seem very real, and that is going to seem very theoretical. And that's not going to be enough. It's not going to feel natural. It will feel like, I don't know, swimming upstream. It will feel like pretending, okay, only, and that's it. Now, it's going to be a challenge either way. Let's just admit that. Situation speaks. It's loud. It's emotional. It's hard to choose the truth that God says about you and me. It's a challenge. But do not worry if it's hard to choose that. That's okay. Allow yourself to feel like that. That is the gap that we have spoken about back a few days ago, if you remember. The distance between what is true and what my feelings are ready to accept. Okay, that's all right. But here is the good news, I want to say. Every time you make the choice to lean on the truth of God rather than receive the situation's verdict and assessment of you, that gap will narrow. It will become lesser. What your feelings can accept will come closer to what God says about you. It's not going to be immediate. It's not going to be dramatic, but it's going to be measurable. Over time, the truth, and your feelings, they come closer to each other. And it's going to be easier to choose that. So learn today, start saying today, Galatians 2:20, my life is hid with Christ in God, and the situation does not have access to who I really am and where I really live. And I'm going to choose this, and the gap will shrink as time goes. So God bless your day with that, and hope that you can start learning to walk in that.